The next is formaldehyde, and the molecule here is carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. It's used in heavy-duty adhesives in a lot of products that are in most homes. Particle board, hardwood, plywood, and medium-density fiberboard, and then also in upholstery, carpet glues, wallpaper, some types of insulation and paneling. So things that could be all around your home and just naturally. The chemical is released over time because water vapor reacts with the formaldehyde that that's unreacted within these glues and other products. And when it's released, it can cause headaches, dizziness, nausea, and other eye, respiratory, and skin irritations. Formaldehyde and acetaldehyde are particularly bad because it only takes concentrations of 0.1 parts per million to cause these effects. And a side note on indoor air pollutants, something I found was really interesting is that using certain indoor plants in your home can almost eliminate a lot of these air pollutants. Peace lily is a plant that removes 80% of benzene, 50% of formaldehyde. Spider plant, it removes 86% of carbon monoxide and 54% of benzene. And golden pathos removes 53% of benzene, 67% of formaldehyde, and 75% of carbon monoxide. These are all for concentrations of these gases that would be naturally found in the home, less than 1 part per million. Several other types. There's several other types: English ivy, chrysanthemum, magdag, dragon tree. I don't know what that is. And a corn plant, although people probably don't grow corn in their house. It could help. The chemicals are also released through smoke and automobile exhaust. Certainly smokers will be affected by these because they're taken in just by smoking.
Particularly if they soak it in
formaldehyde.
That's right. Bad thing to do.
And
no idea.
It's also released during the production of ethanol. It's not necessarily a big problem right now because we don't use ethanol as a primary fuel, but as we saw when we were talking about alternative energy sources, it's been proposed that we do use ethanol. If that were the case, then formaldehyde would be released in much greater amounts into the atmosphere. So the next molecule is benzene and PAHs. We'll get to those later. Basically, benzene's made from a chain of 6 carbons that you can see here, each of which has a hydrogen connected to it. Benzene is a central nervous system depressant, and that causes drowsiness, dizziness, headaches, nausea, loss of coordination, confusion, and unconsciousness at concentrations above 25 parts per million, so obviously a higher concentration. But it would take about 20,000 parts per million for 5 to 10 minutes of exposure to actually cause death in humans. Still, benzene's long-term effects benzene is one of the few that we know is a carcinogen. There's been shown a direct link between benzene and leukemia, which is a disease of bone marrow or blood. And according to the Department of Health, as we saw in our book, benzene is one of the 20 most dangerous substances. So now to get to polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. These are created when 4 or more benzenes are bonded together in any molecule. They can be formed from incomplete combustion of fuel, especially diesel, coal, and